We've got some data that you've brought to the table today, Michael. Could you unpack that? And on the next slide, we do have the key findings.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that this is a really telling slide. This is the red line that you can see, which is trending upwards mostly. Those are ransomware attacks in comparison to data breaches over the last couple of years. What we saw, as I alluded to, being ransomware, what we saw was ransomware becoming a weapon of choice for criminals. And the reason for that, we can have quite a lengthy conversation around that, but the long and short of it is ransomware became really easy to distribute to organizations throughout the course of the last 2-3 years. It became truly weaponized so that it caused organizations much more damage, much more pain than a pure data breach. And it became really obvious as well. An organization suffering a data breach may be able to continue managing quite easily in a number of instances. A ransomware attack will cripple systems, making them inoperable. So from a criminal perspective, it was really important because they would get greater returns on their investments. And the red line just shows how that trend upwards was quite significant over the last couple of years. That happened to coincide with very roughly the premium increases, I would say. Again, insurance is typically a backwards-looking rearview mirror approach to claims and losses. Ransomware attacks trended upwards sharply, and that resulted in the cyber market increasing premiums sharply in roughly lockstep with those ransomware attacks in order to mitigate the financial impacts to insurers. So what we can see here on the screen really just demonstrates that it was a really devastating period. Around this time last year, with the red line starting to shift down, people were saying, "Oh, Michael, so it's a positive story then, right? Like the grey line is below zero, so that's wonderful, and the red line is trending down." Unfortunately, yes, that's true. Ransomwares did start to drop off quite sharply over a period, over, say, let's call it the last 12 months. We believe as things start to cool on a global basis around global geographical conflicts, we fully anticipate, and in fact, the statistics are starting to look like those ransomware attacks are increasing again, which is not ideal for anyone. But another really important point to make is the grey line. There's still a lot of data breaches that are out there. And over, I think, about the last 2 years, from an insurance perspective, the two single biggest paid insured losses were pure data breaches that didn't involve any ransomware attack at all. So you've still got a significant amount of severity when it comes to data breaches. With ransomware, you've still got, unfortunately, more frequency insofar as attacks. And again, the severity can still be quite devastating.